So I think this would be a good example, if the Father's word is honest and true, and it's a pure word, we get those who are fake, not real. They're rats and mice. Mostly rats, though. But when the lights come on, the rats run. But it's duality. So from what I've gotten out of this, she's looking for worms. She'll eat them. But, ironic. With the rats, the only way to wash them out is by the pure word from the Father. This is what I've been working on this morning, and the Father's been teaching me lessons as I do it. Because you see, the rats make tunnels and all kinds of tunnels that are hard to beat, and I've been fighting with them. But I've been fighting the wrong way. So if you think of the water as the word, and it's the pure word of the Father, it makes a mud pit with the ground that is actually good. But the pigs like to lay and wallow in mud. So then the pigs are known because of all the mud. You can see who they are. It's duality. You see, I found tunnels. And even with all of the stuff that I have done and buried both sides, mind you. But when you start giving the water and flushing out with the pure doctrine and the pure word straight from the mouth of the Father, it will run them out. Now, my mistake was I cut myself short originally, and it took time for me to figure things out because I didn't have all the truth, which allowed the enemy to come in. So when you when you speak the true word of God with the water, it exposes tunnels and things that are not of the Father. See, this is filled, and how I know is it's coming out of one of the holes that they have dug. You can see the water flowing like a flood of words. Speaking of the devil, there he is. It rushes them out. That's a baby rat. And he can't find his way. There's nowhere to hide when there's the true doctrine of the Father. I don't want them to be destroyed. I want them to realize the boundaries that are placed. And they need to stay in their own court and do the right thing instead of doing the wrong way that the Father doesn't want. You see, we're trying to teach ourselves, but we're also trying to teach them boundaries. And if you look, this little rat is scared. He doesn't know what to do. He's lost his direction. And by us giving the word, when they come out, we can explain to them what this is all about. And they keep their boundaries by righteousness, because the true word scares the living daylights out of them. But what they don't realize is the Father doesn't want to destroy them. He wants us to live in harmony, righteously, righteous judgment. You see, they were taught lies, some for selfishness. There he goes. He takes off running into the woods. He's figured out his boundaries. And this right here is not his to surpass. Protection by the living water. I think it's about time for me to turn this off, because I do believe, of course, the pressure's so high I couldn't keep that on there. Okay. That's a dead end because it's already running out. So that didn't go anywhere or end up anywhere. But you know, every time one of these has run out, I'll have to get my hose back on there. Our water pressure comes straight off the line and it makes a muddy mess and when I do this, but it'll dry. But if I don't, that infests and creates disease against ease, mind you. The baby did find its way out. I'm not trying to destroy them. I'm just washing them out where they don't belong and let them realize this isn't your boundary. You've surpassed your boundaries. And he ran out here and ran over to the woods. So from what I get is the Father wants none to perish, but is washing them out of their darkness by truth to help them see the error of their ways. In doing so, then harmony can come, and rightful heirs can rule and reign by God, the Father himself. You see, God doesn't want everybody destroyed. He's full of love. How could he want everything destroyed? There's only one that wants everything destroyed, and that's not of the Father.